Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Surviving Mars in our Nova Roma series. So we are still scanning a couple of areas around the colony, but we just had our second set of colonists arrive, and we were able to tailor their needs pretty straightforwardly to... this needs maintenance. What does it need? It needs concrete. Well, hopefully the domes will be on it. We were able to tailor their abilities, not their needs, their abilities, to the current needs of the colony. And as a result, we are now hopefully putting out more food at a time and quickly. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to feed ourselves. But we'll see how this goes. We definitely have more botanists working, and I can see... Oh, yeah, we have a lot more food as well. But that's in part because some food arrived with the colonists. I think that always happens. So I'll be curious to see... Notice, by the way, our open-air gym is finally done as well, so they can use that. It'll be interesting to see them using that during certain times. Hopefully we'll get some concrete in soon to take care of that. But we are also building, as you can see, a second dome. That's where the concrete is mainly going at the moment, but just 5 more, then they'll build it. And the only thing about that second dome is that before we really get too crazy with building more domes than we already have...
Resources are low.
I have got... Yeah, we need machine parts to repair our existing buildings. And part of the problem is that we're waiting on some crowdfunding to come in. And we're waiting on funding, period. We're going to be able to have a rare metals extractor operating from this new dome very soon, which is nice. But even before then, we need the crowdfunding so that we can order a last batch of... Oh, hello, that was close. A last batch of polymers and machine parts so that our water... See, we have a huge water shortage at the moment and a power shortage. Given, hang on, can we up the priority on these guys? These kind of, they need to work, so you guys need to get on that. I do like that we can prioritize certain things, but the water shortage is, given that more colonists just arrived, I mentioned kind of tongue-in-cheek at the end of the last one, let's go to the next episode and see if anything goes horribly wrong. That's exactly what I was talking about, and that's my concern with, that was my concern with the machine parts in particular. Having enough colonists to... See, right now we're producing 2.2 a day, which is better, but it's still not as good as it could be. And we're going to need to have more colonists
METEOR
to really up production on that.
incoming.
Oh no! So we have a disaster starting in 17 hours. That just means there's an increased frequency of those meteors that we just barely dodged at the beginning of that moment. All right, I think... Are you taking a machine part that way?
We have an oxygen shortage. We
Okay.
have a water shortage.
We officially have a water
we
shortage.
have a power shortage.
Oh, no, that's just because of... Never mind. Got really worried for a second there. That's just because this thing just finished. I totally forgot to build the connections for it when I built it. So that's easily resolved, thankfully. Let's see, what would be the best way to do this? Let's just go straight there. And then how about we... So once that thing is powered, it will drain my resources a little bit more. We'll have to see how everything goes. It looks like the water surplus is back.
Sector scanned.
Nice. So we found yet another rich mineral deposit. So making some progress there. And we are waiting on just a little bit more out here. Now, I am going to have to build another drone hub, and as I recall, I think I have one extra that I never built, right? Don't I? No, I don't. So I'll have to either research the technology, or when I get that crowdfunding, I'll have to order an additional drone hub. What do you mean you're not connected? Oh! I'm an idiot. Hang on. Didn't want to click the dome by accident. It wouldn't work the same way. It wouldn't just go away, but I still didn't want to even tempt fate a little bit, you know? All right, so there's a rare metals extractor, and we still have the ability to build another fuel refinery. There we go. All right, so now they should finish building that. really cool to see them working at night that way. It's also good to see our polymer production so much better than it was. Yeah, the underground rare metals are what's really going to start bringing in money to fund the growth of the colony and future research. All right, so this disaster is going to start in a bit.
Cable fault reported.
Speaking of things that can go horribly wrong, right? All right, where's that cable fault? Okay, that's not in too bad of a spot. It just causes you to lose some power whenever that happens. All right, so we're okay right now, even with the second dome running. We have a good amount of extra power coming in. As long as I feel like my machine parts factory is up to the task now of producing the machine parts that I need. This is producing 2.2 a day right now with the current workers, which is quite nice. And that's a lot better than we were doing before. We were doing 0.6. So with that being done, I might be able to start thinking about doing more wind turbines, which we need really to think, before we really power up the second dome, we need at least a few more wind turbines. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger. I'm a little bit nervous to do so, but I'm going to do it. And I think the current storage that I've built is enough. Okay. Let's do that. All right, so just 4 for now. That's going to increase our current production by... Right now we have 10, so just shy of 50%, 40%. All right. Meteor storm is going now, by the way. We don't appear to have had any problems, but that doesn't mean we won't have one during the next 23 hours. So thankfully it doesn't last very long, but... Okay, so this dome is running. I need to start thinking about what I'm going to build in it. Let's not waste time. We can do a hydroponics farm. We can do more living quarters, because right now our living situation, we have 26 of 28, so we're going to need to build more living quarters for our next group of colonists. And we may do the same thing. Let's maybe do 2 living quarters again, but then have something different in this building. We don't necessarily need to build everything out in this one yet either. That's the thing. We can wait and see what's most important. It would be good for the kids probably to have some buildings that would help with like schooling and, you know, provide a nursery, and that way more Martian-born colonists could do well that way. So maybe let's have the first living quarters set up there. This provides a living space for children. So I think we need to go ahead and do this, because I feel like this is maybe something I've been neglecting now. All right, so let's set up a nursery there. All right, this cultivates perks in children. All right, so... Oh, it looks like it's red. That's just because it's a red item, so I thought I couldn't build it, but yeah, it's totally buildable. All right, and then of course there's a school. However, the maintenance for a school is electronics, so we would need to start researching electronics. And also, we might benefit from having a research lab before long, but you can see how I was like being very careful about, well, what am I going to put here? What am I not? There's a lot that could go here. So let's do a school. I feel like having one of those up and running is probably a good idea. We'll do the playground. And then as far as working, I mean, there's a couple things we could do here as well. We have a diner set up in the other one. We have an infirmary. We don't have an art workshop or a grocer. They just have a diner, which... Oh, there is a grocer, actually. There's one there. So there's an open-air gym. We have the space bar here. That'd be an interesting way for people to kick back. And they could go back and forth between the domes. Oh, one thing I just realized is the I thought the entrances were going to be lined up here, but they're totally not. This is a power linkage, or this is a this is where you would connect the dome to water. So they're going to have to go a weird way. Well, that's silly. Just out of curiosity, when I'm doing this, could I? Yeah, I totally could have rotated it that way. Okay, good to know. I didn't catch that. I thought they were lined up, but they're totally not. That's okay. Let's go ahead and get those buildings built. It's going to take a good amount of resources to get those going, but the drones are going to work. And then you need something to do, buddy. I'll bet you there's more for you to do out this direction. Oh, yeah. Go load those up, please. And then bring them back there. All right. New buildings going up, and we can, I mean, we can order more colonists before long. We don't have to wait necessarily. It doesn't cost money to bring colonists, I don't think. Not that I've seen. I'll definitely be curious to see. We also need to order that new drone hub. That's the thing. We're waiting on that research to finish, which is thankfully nearly done. Here goes the new living quarters. We need to build a new drone hub out here. That's what I was about to say a moment ago. And there's definitely space for another water extractor. So if we find that our water surplus is starts to go away, then we can, as we invite more colonists, then we can very quickly add another water extractor here, and we'll probably be okay. But the rare metals extractor is what's going to be next on the list for sure. Speaking of that, I guess I can go ahead and build it. The only thing is that we need the drone hub first. So yeah, we're going to wait on the drone hub before we build that, because the other drone hub can only see out that far. Found. So unless I bring the... I could bring the RC rover out here. We found an anomaly too. That's good news. It's been a while since I found one. So we'll investigate that in a moment. I guess I will bring the other... I'll bring him out here. Let's see if he can come out to, like, just sit on the power cord right there. And then the anomaly investigator. Go check that one out, please. It's been a long time since we've heard those words, right? Sector B5 found some metals, some more underground metals. So we've got lots of metals at this colony. Fair amount of underground metals as well. It's going to be fairly productive. Picked a good spot, I feel like. I gotta say, I feel like we picked a good spot. You ready to go yet? No, not quite yet. We can get that other fuel refinery set up and it would be done sooner. Let's go ahead and do that. It requires extra maintenance, but... Oh, look how perfect that is. Let's put it right there between the two. Doesn't help in any way to do that, it's just aesthetically pleasing, kind of. Okay, how much concrete's left in this deposit? No, not in the deposit. There we go. 389.5. Building's not working. What do we have? Oh, this thing needs maintenance. So it looks like machine parts-wise, we are still struggling. Polymers-wise, we might be in a little bit better shape.
The explorer made a thorough scan of the anomaly site, but couldn't find anything unusual.
Regrettably, it appears that the unusual readings were just a sensor glitch. Or were they? Weird. Okay, well, that's disappointing. That's very disappointing. I was excited about that anomaly, too. Well, come back, then. Come on back. So we're going to have to see... Okay, so you have... Is our concrete depot full over here? Oh yeah, it is. We have... Our concrete depot is completely full. Well, that can be easily resolved.
Resources are low.
Yeah, I know. The machine parts is what that's what we're still struggling with the most. Even though we have 3 colonists now working that building, there's just so many things that require machine parts in the colony now. This is what I was talking about at the beginning of the last one, as far as not going too crazy with too many of these buildings. This game, so far, I have to say, maybe it's the location that I chose, maybe it's the difficulty I'm playing on. I'm playing on normal. I mean, it doesn't seem ridiculously difficult in the same way planet-based can be when your supply chain goes wrong. In the offline play that I've done, when your colonists survive, when your colonists have any kind of issue with survival,
No
it's
active research.
usually okay. Good, we got the
Research
crowdfunding.
complete.
It's usually fairly long-lasting. Like, it gives you a good while to solve the problem, which is nice. Okay, so let me take a look around and see what the most advantageous next thing for me to research would be. Okay, so the ability to build the farm. Large in-dome building, which is more work efficient and requires no power. Decommission protocol. The ability to decommission old buildings. All of apartments, all of these things are handy. This will house how many colonists? I don't know. Doesn't say, but drones and rovers move 25%. Oh, God, that's tempting. See, that would speed everything up in the colony, and that's one way to look at it. 100 per soul for each RC Explorer vehicle. Multiple vehicles result in collaboration losses. Oh. Drone hubs are constructed with additional 2 drones, and the maximum number of drones is increased by 80. Stirling radioisotope generator is a generator based on a Stirling engine powered by a large radioisotope heater unit. See, something like this would be good. Scientists and botanists having 10% performance when working in their specialty, so this would increase food production. Engineers and geologists have 10% performance, so this would improve production of... Yeah, see, this is probably the one I need to go with. Productivity training. Let's do that. That'll be done soon. And we have a good amount more money as well. Converts unused power into research points. That's the other one that I want to go for. But not before we get that food boost. Also, what's the deal here? Is the concrete is the issue? Are you too far away? No, you're not too far away. I'm not sure what's going on with the drones. They're just too busy doing other stuff, apparently. I think they're slowly getting everything, but it's tough for them to navigate that area. Okay. So we're still low on machine parts. That's the main issue. But we now have crowdfunding, so let's go ahead and order some cargo. Let's see, what do we need most? I think we're okay on food. But prefab buildings, we could use another drone hub, as we've been discussing. I don't know that I need anything else here. Another machine parts factory might be a good idea. Oh man, look how expensive it is, though. Holy crap. The drone hub itself is 150 million. Oh boy. Alright, so some additional electronics would probably be good, just as a buffer. It's the machine parts that I really want to have a bunch of, and build up a bit of a buffer. Is 25 too much? You know what? No, let's do it, because we're about to establish that. Let's actually go all in. Let's go 30. I'm going to launch. I'm also going to request more colonists, because we got room for them. So currently, specialization-wise, we're requesting engineers, botanists. There's not a lot of applicants available right now. There's only one more botanist available, but we need them. And then the engineers, again, will work in factories, and we need them. Let's say geologists too, because we're going to need more work in those buildings as well. And medic, because we need to make sure we have a decent number of medics where possible. We didn't want a tourist. Okay. So... well, it's not working. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this thing just needs to be repaired. So now we have a... Did I actually launch the rocket? I thought I did. Or did I click back? I didn't launch it, did I? Hang on. Let's make absolutely sure. Yeah. Launch. There we go. Alright, so we have a supply rocket and a passenger rocket right behind it. Sound familiar? And this rocket's loading up. We've been pretty good with our rockets so far, though. We haven't gone too crazy with using too many at once. I remember one early colony that I built. Still waiting for that to finish up. One early colony that I built had a lot of rockets on the surface at once that hadn't left yet. I was getting a little crazy, needing to bring in supplies constantly. Live and learn, I guess. All right, so the drone hub can... Oh, yeah. That hub can definitely help build a rare metals extractor out here, which I can go ahead and set up near the entrance. Let me make sure that it's in range. Yeah, so it needs to be basically... No, 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 no. I didn't want to move you. Just come here. There. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah, it'll tell me if it's too far from a working drone commander. Good to know. So how about we... I'm just trying to get it away from the building because it's going to generate dust. All right, so we're going to get that thing started. Once new colonists have arrived, they can start working the rare metals extractor, and then what'll happen is that every rocket that goes back to Earth...
sector to scan.
Really? Are we done already? Nice. Let's do those. Every rocket that goes back to Earth will load up with rare metals. So we'll send back resources with every rocket that lands and make money off those resources. It's pretty cool. Did I order passengers twice? Oh no, this is... Okay, no. This is the rocket that needs to leave. Oh, I got super worried for a second. Alright, let's go ahead and have you launch. You can take off. Or actually, wait. Can I cancel that? Can I say no, just kidding? No, I've already hit the button. Alright, so apparently once you click that button... I was actually thinking about waiting. That way I could have sent back some metals on that rocket without it costing me anything. That would have been nice. Oh well, we'll be okay. So that rocket's on the way back. That scared the crap out of me for a second. I thought maybe I really did. Summon 2 passenger rockets. How much would that suck? Alright, so it seems like we're okay on oxygen and water for the time being. I think it will be a good idea to have some water production going on out here before long. Just as a safe... I'll probably go ahead and set it up. As a matter of fact, why not go ahead and do it? This is our new supply rocket. So let's have you come down here and land in similar spot as before. Yep. Alright, we're low on resource machine parts for like 10 more seconds. And then everything will be fine. Magic. And our new passengers are also arriving. Our new colonists, I should say. You guys might want to be driving around right there, right now. Just saying. Just a suggestion. Okay, there's our new colonists. Who we got? Ciara Jr. She's religious and a party animal. Feng Hua Yen. Alcoholic and a gambler. Another vegan. Don't worry, she'll tell you. Savannah Warren. Vegan melancholic. Another vegan. Ashanti Simpson. And a party animal. She's a workaholic. Vegan enthusiast, party animal, and a whiner. Armani Carson. Oh, you sound like you're going to be so much fun. Edgar Lincoln is a gambler and he's fit. Gideon Cassidy is melancholic and religious. Still waiting for someone to get off. Now, what's going on here? I guess you guys are... What's this status indicator I'm seeing? Are you looking for jobs? Alright, so you are a workaholic, loner, a glutton, and composed. We have Casey Jefferson, who is sexy. Yeah, so several colonists
have arrived.
I'm guessing this means they don't have something to do, but they should soon when that thing's done. Alright, so you're vegan. Sexy idiot. So Savannah Jamal. So we've got a few people that might help the colony size grow here in the next couple episodes, so we'll see. See how good of a time they have. Alright, so we are getting this thing built, and then hopefully when that is done, they will have jobs. But their arrival... is definitely starting to... Okay, good. So far the colony is supporting both domes. Good to see. And I think I did see them move through this dome to get to that one. I think they were going that way, so that's exactly what they did. Kind of annoying, but we'll eventually have maybe another dome out here and properly orient it and maybe make things better at that point. What's going on? We're waiting on machine parts? Okay, so we have tons of machine parts. The drones, those things, they're waiting to maybe repair some other stuff first, which is fine. It's honestly kind of necessary, so. We've got 20 stored concrete here, so yeah, the drones are just a little bit busy at the moment. But I have another drone hub too, so one thing I can do to help with this problem. Nice, drone assembler. Didn't know that was a thing, now I know. Alright, so we have a drone hub. And right now our closest drone hub is right here. If we did another one, we could kind of have it overlapping with the existing one a little bit in such a way that it's still, they're kind of, there's a little bit more synergy. They're not as on the border with each other as in the past. So I could have like a drone hub right by the dome, and it would fully support this area and still use the supplies from the existing drone hub's spot. I feel like that would be a good idea. Let's maybe move it a little farther to where it can, yeah. I just wanted to hit those supply stacks wherever they are. And then maybe I'm looking at those supply stacks by the other drone hub in the upper left there. All right, too far from her. Oh, okay, I have to make sure it's within range though. That's the thing. Okay, this should be good. I like the idea of having, well, let's actually move it back here because I feel like there might be another dome. Yeah, I do actually want it closer to the dome. No cable connection, that'll be easily fixed. Done. All right, well, we're just waiting for that power to kick in, and then when that thing turns on, there will definitely be, hang on, let's build a new, is it because the concrete hub is full too? That could be it too. No, concrete hub is nowhere near full. So we just need those drones to kick in and they will help fill that thing up. Because this thing is in range of that. So they'll go crazy. And also, I think it would probably be a good idea to go ahead and build another dumping site over here. And
pipe leak reported.
Go. All right, there they go. Not functioning pipe, not sure where it is. All right, so how are we doing on production now? 2.4. Okay, machine parts are better now. I mean, I don't think that was much better than it was a moment ago. But we need the rare metals extractor to kick in now, and we need the machine parts for that. We have plenty of machine parts, so I'm not sure what they're waiting on. I think there's one on the way here, though. Yep. You're carrying a machine part. Good. Need one more. And then colonists should work this thing. Because we have how many colonists now? 38. 38 colonists on Mars. Next time we order colonists, we might have 50. We are off and running. And then how are we doing on research? Productivity training is about halfway done. And again, when that finishes, both, is that for, I can't remember, I know that's for geologists and for who else? Engineers. So that's our rock production and our machine parts and polymer production. No edible food has been harvested at a crop failure. That sucks. But food is okay. So far, our food is staying up nice and high now that we have enough colonists to work, enough botanists, you know, to work those 3 towers. And we might put a farm in here, too, in one of these empty spots. All right, now let's see if engineers jump in here. Geologists, rather. Yes! 4 immediately started working. That's phenomenal. Oh, wait, hang on. One thing, kind of, little bit important. Just small details. By the way, if you haven't noticed this, there's totally a drone charger on the side of every drone hub. It's built in. That's why I haven't built them myself. If you've seen that there's the option of having a recharge station, don't need to. As long as you have drone hubs in the right spot. I mean, I'm sure there's eventually a reason to have them, but that's what's been going on. So as soon as this thing is ready, how much are we getting? Yeah, daily production, 3.9, nice, okay. I don't know how much kind of money this will bring in. Let me go ahead and set up a dumping site. A couple of dumping sites, I guess. All right, so What are you doing? Are you gonna... Oh, okay, so I guess you clear that rock and it creates waste rock. That's interesting. Awesome. Okay, so we are now officially producing rare metals, and let me go ahead and make a rare metals depot over here for obvious reasons, so that we can have a spot to put all of those metals as they are harvested. And on that note, I will go ahead and stop this episode here. In the next one, we are very possibly going to launch 2 rockets full of rare metals and start making money from the colony, which will just help drive this entire enterprise forward. And there's a meteor. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.